At the end of 2017, Uganda Knuckles was a meme that the internet was obsessed with. For those of you unaware, it started off as an animated parody character in a video review of Sonic Lost World by YouTuber Gregzilla. The character was then made into a 3D model by Deviant Art user tidiestflyer, and then somehow it began being used online, primarily in VRChat, as an avatar in which users came together as a tribe. This tribe would all repeat similar pieces of dialogue.
Remember you were present at the marriage of the commander. You are an honored guest of the devil.
Most of which was taken from the super low budget Ugandan action film Who Killed Captain Alex. Naturally, a meme of this popularity spawned spin-off memes, none of which really caught on, but aided in perpetuating the joke. So today we're taking a look at some of those spin-offs with the top 10 alternate Ugandan versions of Sonic characters. Now before we begin, we just want to acknowledge that many of you out there feel that Uganda Knuckles is a pretty racist meme, so it's worth noting that we're just looking at examples that are strictly artwork and models, rather than avatars that went around clicking their tongues at people in VRChat. So with that in mind, let's jump in. At number 10, we've got Eggman. Dr. Robotnik is perhaps the most plausibly adaptable character to the well-known rounded shape of the meme. In this interpretation by artist Rouge, Robotnik's proportions are already pretty fitting. Just shrink down the size of his limbs. This Eggman feels right at home in this physical body type, and still boasts the iconic qualities we're so accustomed to, with that big pink nose and bushy walrus mustache. And at number 9, Silver. Another one crafted by Rouge, Uganda Silver is pretty much everything you'd expect it to be. He's still got his trademark glowing gloves and bracelets, and his white fur. To be honest, we kinda like this version of Silver more than the original. It seems much more bearable. Jokes aside, you can also get all of these characters on merch from Rouge, including t-shirts, sweaters, phone cases, and even pillows, if that tickles your silver fancy. Up next, number 8, Tails. There are a few versions of Uganda Tails kicking around on the interwebs, and in case you haven't noticed, this list is primarily reliant on the brilliant artistry of illustrators who have posted their work online. This one by artist Inaz, whose Twitter handle is loopygc, is by far our favorite. They tweeted out this amazing piece of Uganda Tails with big squishy eyes and tiny little fingers. And at number 7, Danganronpa Knuckles. Slightly cheating a bit here at this number, let's take a look at a different variation of Knuckles that appeared during the Uganda Knuckles craze, one inspired by Danganronpa. So if you don't know what it is, Danganronpa is a murder mystery visual novel franchise that revolves around an elite high school. Monokuma is a stuffed robotic bear whose body is divided in half and is the self-proclaimed headmaster of the school, and just happens to have a desire for despair and instigating killing games. You know, run-of-the-mill stuff for a headmaster. So someone decided to explore, do you know despair? And created a Knuckles-inspired version over top of Gregzilla's initial artwork. Up next, number 6, Amy Rose. In a video uploaded by YouTuber Angry Sonic titled Sonic Characters as Uganda Knuckles, we get exactly that. Except the Amy Rose version is comically bad. While Rouge does have a really good take on Amy Rose, which you guys should totally check out, we really wanted to include this derpy version of her that looks like it was drafted up in MS Paint, and was probably made by coloring over the original Uganda Knuckles. You can even see the spikes still on her fist. And for some weird reason, one of her eyes is blacked out, so there's that. Up next at 5, Metal Sonic. Another entry on our list from artist Rouge. Here we have Uganda Metal Sonic. And it's brilliant. It's like a chubby little robot, with all of Metal Sonic's classic details included. It's got little robotic arms, a sharp nose, those red sinister eyes, and that circular yellow depression on his chest. What's not to love? And at 4, Rouge the Bat. According to this caption from Rouge, Rouge the Bat is actually the real queen. And let's be honest, in the world of Sonic, she might as well be. Aside from the debauchery of sexualized fan art when it comes to Rouge, she's by far the most badass female Sonic character out there. This version of Rouge, once again by the talented Rouge, is a hilarious ball of a character, with the heart on her chest oversized to fit her entire circular body. Up next at 3, Sonic. There's been a lot of examples of Uganda Sonic kicking around online ever since the original Knuckles meme came out, but none of them really caught on, mainly because the blue versions of Uganda Knuckles were often springing up on VRChat. It's okay, Sonic, you don't always get to steal everyone's thunder. That being said, there's still some pretty good versions of the character available, with fans of the meme having made their own Sonic model, along with other characters to have as their avatar in the game. But there's one illustration in particular that's pretty swell. By Deviant Art user RayInbox123, also simply known as RayInbox, here we have a Sonic modeled after Gregzilla's original Knuckles parody artwork. It's got some serious Sonic vibes, opting out for more adorable than disturbing. And having seen our fair share of disturbing Sonic content online, we're very okay with its existence. And at number 2, Shadow. Shadow often gets a bad rep for being edgy. While the character first debuted back in 2001 and appeared in Sonic Adventure 2, he was meant to be a foil to Sonic that died by the end of the game. But due to his popularity, he was brought back, and even got his own spin-off game, which is notably one of the most cringeworthy Sonic games of all time, mainly because of the excessive attempts by Sega to make it more dark, which included giving Shadow guns. It was a really weird time. Apparently still is, considering the games that Sega pumps out. Anyway, the most popular Uganda Shadow version online really takes that era to heart. Crafted by artist Rouge, Shadow's holding a gun. So edgy. And finally, in at number 1, Knuckles. Of course, the OG Uganda Sonic character had to make our top spot. From the time that Gregzilla had posted that review back in February of 2017, Uganda Knuckles had a slow comedic rise before blasting into internet infamy in December of 2017. I mean, he's the reason why we're making this list. The avatar with the most popularity, users who play together as part of the Uganda Knuckles tribe run around asking, "Do you know the way?" and often spit at intruders or threats. Hence the saying, "Spit on the non-believers." They sometimes even have a big ol' orange leader version of themselves, known as Gaston's, who has his name written on his stomach. Oh, and who can forget the clicking of their tongues? The meme even leaked into the press a lot for being questionably racist, and Twitter exploded with opinions of whether or not it was. Ah, the internet drama. Alright, there we have it, friends. Which of these is your favorite character? Do you wish that it had been one of these other Ugandan versions of Sonic characters that blew up instead of Knuckles? Let us know your thoughts in those comments below. If you dug this video, show some love by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. If you'd like more great gaming videos, definitely check out the playlist that's currently flashing on your screen right this minute. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next one.